Hello friends and enemies. Today we're not looking at a toy so much as we're looking at a accessory kit. So Mezco came out with this magical enhancement kit for Atticus Doom. And we looked at Atticus Doom a while back and he is a great figure. One of my favorites of the Rumble Society line. He came with some pretty cool accessories already and now he has more. And we're gonna look at them. So it's actually been quite a while since we pre-ordered this. I don't remember what's in here. So we're going to go on a journey together. It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful and terrifying. That's what they say about me. Except for the beautiful part. Alright, what is this gold foil thingy? Slugfest Emporium. Love the artwork on the front, though you're kind of cramming a lot of stuff in there with this legal information and the warnings and the company info and stuff. Small parts, not for children under 3 years. If you give this to a child under 3 years, I don't know, they'll grow tentacles or something, which might be preferable in some situations. Tentacle baby? No, I guess not. Babies are already difficult to deal with, so I imagine a tentacle baby would be even worse. Alright, so let's open this up as gently as we can. So not to damage the package, but I feel like that's gonna happen anyway. Also, my fingernails might be a little dirty. I tried my best to clean them, but I was digging up potatoes yesterday, and my hands still haven't recovered from it. I guess I probably should have filmed this review before I was digging in the dirt, but you know. Alright, we get a nice little manual, so there's less opportunity for you to mess up, and then if you do mess up, you can't complain to Mezco, though I imagine some people still will. Alright, so let's go through these accessories. 1. King in Yellow Atticus Doom head portrait, so it's basically just an alternate head in a different color. And we've got the Necro Flame effect, with the Oculus nestled inside. Before I move too far into these accessories, I want to point out that I thought that they were glow in the dark, just because, I mean, you see plastic in this color and you're going to assume it's glow in the dark, but I don't think these are glow in the dark. It doesn't say that they are on the website. I've tested them out and there is no glow to speak of, so unless I'm doing something very wrong, these are just green, which is fine. I mean, just because I was expecting them to glow doesn't mean I'm butthurt over them not glowing. So yeah, you get these cool, like, alchemical circle magic effects. You've got another one here, and I really like that one with the eye in the middle and these sigils off to the side. And one more, but this one is diamond shaped, or it could be a skewed square. You get this kind of wacky spiral spell. I guess it's supposed to fit on the arm. It's kind of silly, but it might look cool once you put it on the figure. I'm all for silly. I mean, you guys have seen my videos, I presume. Silly is the only thing I've got going for me. You've got one, and I'm going to butcher this name, Libro del Porte Nere. It's a book. So we did get a book with the original Atticus Doom release. You can see this is decidedly more Cthulhu in nature, but this one is cool too. Reminds me of Hocus Pocus. Just watched the second one and it made me cry. So let's not read too much into that. It's got an eyeball on both sides, but only on one side is the eyeball pupil hollow for you to plug in this cool effect. Oh, it's a little wobbly, but it's in there. So like the original book, this one opens as well. Very satisfying to open and close this thing. So the tiny illustrations within are the same, but they're printed on a reddish yellow paper, whereas this is more gray-green. So cool to have two different books. I'm sure this guy has a ton of different books in his library. Yeah, creepy eye on front. What can go wrong? You've got some more spell effects, and these, I believe, are the cindered palm effects. Now the website says that there are only 2, but there are 3 here. Maybe one of these is something different that the website isn't listing, but I've read over it several times and I can't decipher what that would be. So I think these are all 3 cindered palm effects. But in theory, they should be able to plug into his hands or he can hold them, something to that effect. We get 2 very, very tiny extra Philosopher's Oculi. So these are the things that plug into this. I guess these are extra in case you want them to be somewhere else, or if you lose this one, you could drop this somewhere and it would never be seen again. You also have a cool little eyeball medallion on a chain. And you know what? The website doesn't mention this either, but it's really neat. Look at that tiny detail. And even the paint and stuff is just perfect on this. No bleed over or anything. Also very tiny. So be careful with that. 3 scroll cases, and each have a really neat design on them. You've got more sigils, alchemical symbols, squid monster face. Kind of looks like an alien. See if we can pull these out. Oh yeah, you can pull them out and there is a scroll within that I'm afraid to unfurl because I might never get it back in its casing. Let's see. All right. So it's attached to the core, which is nice because I thought it was just going to unfurl and be loose, but it's attached, so there's less danger of it just flopping out. That is pretty neat. That's extra detail that they didn't have to do, but they did. I wonder if it's... Oh no, they're all different. Oh, look at that. It's so spooky. What is this? Man, that's really creepy. I don't know what's going on there, but I don't know if I want to be involved. I kind of have bad luck and a short attention span, so I feel like if I ever attempted a spell, it would just blow up in my face for sure. But yeah, it's really cool that all the scrolls are different. Not only different on the outside, but different on the inside. And yeah, really nice weathering on them as well. And these parts might seem boring, but they will facilitate some epic poses, I assume. They are for attaching to his wrists and shooting spells out of. So not much at first glance, but should be pretty handy. See what I did there? In addition, you've got this unassuming little part, which will hold the book. So it holds it closed, but it doesn't hold it open. Well, I guess it kind of does, but it wants to kind of edge out. Alright, I've discovered what this piece is. It's like a magic projectile attack. So let's give him a new head. And you know, I thought the original release came with a flame effect like this, but in orange, but it didn't. I was remembering that totally wrong. So there we go, his yellow head. I don't know, I don't really care for the yellow as much, but for the purposes of this review, we're going to use it to replace his hands. Which way do hands go? Okay, I think that hands go like this, hands go like that. One thing about switching out the hands is that the pegs are very small, so you've got to be careful. Now, I assume this is how it's supposed to go. The illustration isn't particularly helpful, but that looks good enough, right? And then we can put one of the other burning effects in the grippy arm hand. Yeah, that looks really cool. I'm not a super fan of this alternate head, but those effects look really awesome. So for our last trick, we will clip one of these here thingies onto him and give him a spell. You will clip this on his wrist unless you drop it like I just did. The fun fact about me is that I'll be holding something and then I'll just let go of it for no apparent reason, especially if I really didn't want to let go of it. I'll just let go of it. Which way does this go? I assume it goes this way. We're just going with that. Plug it into the end. Let's give him his spooky thing to hold. How about some mood lighting? Yeah, that looks really cool. He was already such a cool figure, and now he's got these extra accessories that make him even cooler. It's almost not fair. Who is it unfair to? I don't know, the rest of the characters that don't get cool accessories, but they're already cool too. So pretty much everything Rumble Society is cool. Though I'm still waiting on female Rumble Society members. Come on, Mezco. You guys make such cool, creative designs. I know you can make a cool female design. I mean, I'm going off on a little bit of tangent, but I'll just say that I do kind of understand. I know female figures don't sell as well, so I get that. It's a big bummer, but I understand. Though I am excited that they're branching out into, what is it, Gangrene Estates with the kind of more horror line. That's really cool. I didn't pick up Theodore Sodcutter just because that kind of creepy isn't really the kind of creepy I like, but the sculpt looked great. I liked the character design alright. He had really crazy proportions, and that's really neat. I'm really interested to see some reviews of that guy because his proportions looked really cool. But yeah, didn't get him, a little too gruesome for me. But I'm super excited to see what else they come out with in that line. Also super excited to see what other Rumble Society characters we get. If we get any more accessory packs, there's just a whole world of possibility. But yeah, lots of cool stuff. Kind of a different review. We don't often do accessory packs, but I'm always happy to. So, what will we review next? You guys don't know, and here's the secret. I don't either. It's always a fun surprise for all of us. Anyway, likes and subscribes are very much appreciated. I've noticed some new followers lately. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Comments are more than welcome. I'm a little slow responding to comments, but I do try to get them all. If I miss yours, I'm really sorry. Sometimes YouTube doesn't let me see them. They'll only show it to me on YouTube Studio instead of the regular YouTube website, which is the one I go on most frequently. So I don't know what that's all about, but I do try to respond to everyone. So yeah, likes and subscribes, comments, all that stuff. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.